What's going on, y'all? Thanks for checking in the Khaliis Take. You know what to do. Hit that like, subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell just so you can get the newest and the bonus content first. But hey, let's just go ahead and jump right in. You know, just as much as there's been a lot of reports about Russell Westbrook being traded and everything like that for Kyrie, there's been just as much reports about Anthony Davis. And, you know, I feel like, with the Lakers, they have a plan in place, of course, even though they're trying to meet LeBron's demands. But I feel like, there might be one player that, they really want to trade Anthony Davis for. And to me, Zach LaVine, that's the player that I feel like the Lakers really actually want to trade him for. Because, I've seen reports earlier in the offseason about Zach LaVine coming to the Lakers, just like you have probably. And Zach LaVine came off like he wanted to come to the Lakers. And Anthony Davis, as much as a lot of people like his talent, but a lot of people look at his injuries as a huge problem. His injury history doesn't really look, that satisfying, because when you looked at him last season, the Lakers could have been a little bit better possibly if he would have, been healthy enough to play and would have been a little bit more reliable. And actually the last couple years, really since the bubble, Anthony Davis hasn't played to the level that a lot of Lakers fans believe that he should be playing at. So, with that being said, the Lakers definitely, was looking elsewhere and still is. And, when Zach LaVine's name came up, earlier this offseason, it really was, it kind of caught a buzz, because he definitely an LA guy, definitely wants to play in the big stage, and he definitely wants to be, a great player. And the only way Zach LaVine's going to do that is if he take his game to another level and go get his own team. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I think that Zach LaVine wants to do, and I think he definitely wants to play for LA because of the bright lights and everything, and Zach LaVine feels like he's ready for it. And that's why I feel like that might be one player that the Lakers would look into, because I feel like Jimmy Buss and the Lakers like Zach LaVine. They like the fit, and they like how, his young up-and-coming, star type player who can even take over the team after LeBron leaves. So that's why I feel like the Lakers are showing some interest in this guy, and they're at least listening to the offers in regards to Zach LaVine, because this is the second time this has actually come up. This is, you can actually check out Bleacher Report about this one, but this is like the second or third time this offseason that this Zach LaVine talk came up, and it's coming up for a reason again. And I have just some kind of, hunch that I think that would be a player they really would be interested in getting, for their future. And I definitely think the interest is mutual based upon what Zach LaVine said. He loved to play for the Lakers, looking up to Kobe and everything like that. I mean, it'd be a perfect fit for him. So, of course, there's other options for Anthony Davis. Of course, there's a lot of other options out there probably that they, possible trade scenarios. But I think that that's the one that really stands out the most. I think that's the one that's really going to, stick them probably by, next off season, especially if Anthony Davis doesn't play up to the level that he should this upcoming season. It's going to be a lot of questions that need to be answered, and it's going to be, some cleaning house that needs to happen. And Anthony Davis might be one of those pieces if he doesn't stay together or keep it together to stay healthy enough this season for this season to play out and see how they really can, gel and become a better team. So, Anthony Davis has a lot of pressure on him, this upcoming season, more than what most people are talking about. Most people are going to talk about Russell Westbrook because Russ is more, of the problem than Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis can't stay on the court, and that's his issue. Russ' problem is he just can't, play championship level basketball, and it's just not in his game to do so. And so that's why you hear more about Russ and the Kyrie thing, because that would be the perfect trade scenario. unless the Lakers are willing to give up some more of their picks, or well, the Lakers actually are willing to give up 2 of their picks, so the reports say, but who knows how true that really is. But I mean, Anthony Davis is definitely in question just as much, because if he can't take that torch from LeBron James, it's like, what is the point of him being there? And I definitely see the Lakers inside office looking at that. So Anthony Davis, he definitely need to have a bounce back season, this upcoming season, and then, kind of take it from there, because I think if he doesn't play up to the level that they think that he should, I think that they would gladly look into something like, a Zach LaVine or another player like that who can, kind of be the future of the team at the same time, and, gel with LeBron just as well until LeBron is gone, and, kind of take the team over from there and add pieces around him, because at some point, the Lakers got to look for their future. They can't just stick with LeBron and Anthony Davis, because Anthony Davis doesn't look like he's going to stay healthy enough to carry the torch, and LeBron is still number 1 guy on the Lakers while Anthony Davis is in his prime, and LeBron's supposed to have been to pass the torch by now, but Anthony Davis just might not be ready for that, or, he just might not be healthy enough for that, I should say. So, I think the Lakers definitely would look at Zach even more, depending on, how this season, or at least up to All-Star break, goes with Anthony Davis. So, I mean, definitely I wouldn't be surprised next offseason if they, acquire somebody like a Zach LaVine, because like I said, they'll definitely have the room to do it. And like I said, if Anthony Davis, busts, basically if he plays like a bust this season, almost sort of to say, if he doesn't play up to the level he should, I definitely don't think the Lakers will have a problem, letting him go, or, seeking a better opportunity for somebody else to come aboard. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully, Anthony Davis plays a little bit better this season and stays healthy enough to play better and more aggressive this season. But if he doesn't, then like I said, it might not only be Zach LaVine, coming to the Lakers. It could be somebody else. It could be other pieces coming there, because then they'd have to get rid of Russell Westbrook, and if they got rid of AD, they would definitely, bring in a lot of extra pieces, or, try to bring in 2 main pieces, which would be tough. But, with that type of leverage, that definitely would allow the Lakers to, get something good in return if they did, trade AD, hoping that his stock doesn't go down too much. But we'll see what happens, and we'll see how it all pans out. But definitely keep an eye on Zach LaVine as one of those potential players in next offseason that the Lakers would potentially look at to come aboard with the Lakers, especially if, Anthony Davis and players like that are not playing up to the level to expectation. So I definitely can see something like that happening. So, and like I said, Bleacher Report brings it up once again for a reason. There are talks there, but, of course, nothing's definite, nothing's in, writing, but it's definitely, the inside people of the Lakers office is looking into other opportunities, especially if this season looks like it's going to be a waste, possibly by All-Star break or something like that. So let's see how it pans out, and let's see, what the outcome is. But hey, that's my take on everything. Leave any comments in the comment section. Check out my other videos if you haven't. And hey, Khaliis out.